Hey everyone, thanks for checking out my last video, first off, and secondly, yes, I'm back again so soon with another video containing my thoughts on the game. After I watched back the video, I realized I was ragging mainly just on the operator specifically, more so than the rest of the game, especially Falk. I just want to say that she was kind of the fall guy per se for my quick take argument that I hadn't spent much time formulating. In doing so, I was worried it would come across like I was a typical "grr, why is there a whammon in my shooty game?" That said, I wanted to make sure I got a video out on day one of the beta, regardless of the quality. Rest assured, I don't really care that women be shooting in my games. That's fine, whatever. My main issue is the change to the series that I feel is a step backwards for team play. It really feels like DICE and EA were chasing the coattails of other shooters in the genre rather than playing to their strengths, and the change doesn't fit well for the franchise, in my opinion. So, in this video, now that I've had more time to gather my thoughts into a more coherent structure, I'm going to go over my thoughts on number 1, the guns and gunplay. Number 2, specialists and how they degrade the battlefield experience. Number 3, the overall beta experience. Number 4, just my closing thoughts on the game. I promise after this we're done nitpicking the game, at least the beta. Consider this my definitive thoughts on the beta, and we'll all agree to move on from here for better or for worse. The main reason I was excited for 2042 was my growing dissatisfaction with history shooters. Both Call of Duty and Battlefield have been dabbling in World War I through Cold War themes for the last 4 to 5 years now, Modern Warfare 2019 being an obvious exception. They were a welcome change to the glut of modern shooters we were hit with in the years prior to that, and I know we're basically going full cycle again, and I'll probably tire of modern shooters in a few years, but man, have I been craving some modern shooting action. I was more than ready for DICE to scratch that itch for me, considering how much I love Battlefield 3 and 4. I say all this just to let you know where I'm coming from. The setting for 2042 is a positive for me, and I was eagerly looking forward to using the guns that would be in the game. Do I still feel this way after using the guns in the beta? You bet. Is everything great? No, not everything. The guns themselves feel pretty decent. Recoil patterns aren't crazy, but I wasn't expecting anything too deep from Battlefield in that department. It is still just another big budget arcade shooter at the end of the day, but typically feels more satisfying to play than Call of Duty, personally. I'd say that translates to 2042 as well. I'm satisfied with how they feel. I do wish we'd been given a greater selection of weapons for the beta. Only 2 different weapons for Assault and SMG. That's fine. But why only 1 of the marksman rifles, LMGs, and sniper rifles? Why not 2 of every type? I quickly grew tired of 80% of my deaths coming from the M5A3, and that's likely due to how powerful that gun is compared to the other alternatives we were given. The balance of the beta guns leaves a lot to be desired, and now maybe that a lot of that isn't as bad as it appears given the scale of the orbital map, just brings out a lot more mid to long range encounters based on this layout. Often, I would find myself losing engagements with the SMG and shotgun, even within what I would consider closer range encounters to the M5A3. Maybe I'm just bad, I don't know. It's also hard to say definitively without knowing what the full suite of attachments are going to be for all the weapons, and how greatly they may affect performance in the full game. That said, I do think some tweaks may be needed to better balance weapon types, as I'm worried we're going to end up with 1 or 2 weapons dominating the meta when the game launches. Despite lacking performance out of some of the weapons, I did enjoy using each one individually, even if the sniper is a bit ugly compared to the wooden rifles of old. Wood. And I do see the promise in being able to swap out attachments mid-game, even if the premise itself is a bit silly. I do worry though that having to micromanage your attachments constantly will become tiresome and put you at too great a disadvantage if you aren't constantly mindful of your attachments and optimizing for each situation. I doubt it will be the ultimate deciding factor in a large quantity of firefights, but in those cases where it is your downfall, I can see how annoying that would be. Personally, I was fine with systems of old where you would customize your rifle on the deployment screen and commit to the loadout for one life, which really isn't much of a commitment at all, considering, again, this is just an arcade shooter. Speaking of balance and attachments, the feel of each weapon was satisfactory. I wouldn't say these are some of the best feeling weapons we've ever had in Battlefield titles, but I'd still rate the experience as being on par, if not slightly better than recent Call of Duty titles. Here's hoping, again, that the full arsenal of weapons and attachments on launch only serve to improve the offerings we got in the beta. That said, the gunfights themselves are fun and satisfying. The time to kill is satisfying, and I think I like the new headshot sound effect, but you can change this in the settings if you aren't a fan. Lastly, the sounds of the guns are pretty good, I'd say. But as mentioned previously, I do think the spatial audio especially needs work. I wasn't able to reliably place the proximity of gunfire around me, and I think that's honestly a huge issue for any first-person shooter. If this gets addressed by launch or patches shortly following release, the overall gunplay experience will be a satisfying pass for me. And speaking to the spatial audio, my friend was even standing just behind me, firing his assault rifle while I was scoped in on a sniper, and I couldn't hear the gunfire at all. I was just seeing the bullets whiz by while looking through my scope. This was, and still is, my biggest issue with the game. If you look anywhere online, be it in the Battlefield subreddits or gaming journalist articles, you'll see the point of view voiced several times over. I'm not adding anything revolutionary with my opinion on this. Ultimately, I think this was just a half-assed way to follow the trends of modern shooters launched in the last 5 years, and will just be how DICE and EA choose to milk tendies from gamers by launching new operators every season with poggers new gadgets to try out. Firstly, seasons belong in the planet. There's 4 of them. Cooking. You're supposed to season your food, you uncultured heathens. TV shows, where it makes sense to release a chunk of produced content while you're busy working on the next batch. Get 'em out of video games already, for fuck's sake. I know, it's all the live service gaming we get now, and that's probably how it's going to be moving forward for a while. But man, I'm really tired of it already. Anyways, getting back to specialists and how DICE and EA will milk dropping new ones for more V-Bucks. Look, at the end of the day, does anyone really want to pay $5 or $10 to buy a new gadget? Especially if said gadget is overpowered and affects game balance? No, I think we've had several examples in previous years to show that this is a terrible idea and divides the community in a game. Now, nobody actually gives a fuck about the operators and their slick outfits and 2-paragraph bios some intern shit out last minute to add flavor to the character. At the end of the day, these specialists are nothing but the gadget and abilities they bring to the flow of the game. What we're going to see is essentially DICE and EA adding in cool equipment or abilities, probably most likely behind a paywall. If not, then it will eventually just be milked for more money to add dank skins just for this new operator. Either way, I'm of the belief that specialists are absolutely unnecessary and only serve to reduce the squad team play that older titles tried to instill. To me, a better way to do this would be to take the abilities and equipment of each operator, classify them into either the assault, medic, support, or recon categories, and allow you to further customize your class to play how you want it. I'm even fine with letting each class play with whatever weapons they want, especially now that we have gargantuan maps. To me, my main gripe with 2042 is now I have no idea who amongst my team is supposed to resupply me with ammo, who's trying to take out vehicles, who's going to resurrect me after I die like a fool, running out into the open like an ass. This is something that seriously hinders the pacing of the game, aside from the large swaths of land being empty and devoid of action and orbital. I said this previously and I'll reiterate it here. Several times in nearly every game I've played in the beta, I've run out of ammo completely. Be it my primary or my launcher, I've run completely out of ammo. When this happens in 2042, I'm hung out to dry, because there are no static ammo crates in the map anymore, nor do I have any good, reliable indication of who's running ammo boxes to resupply me. Okay, I was wrong. I had the wrong idea about the game after day 1 of playing mostly by myself. After I grouped up with 2 friends in a squad, I realized the equipment you select gives you an indicator above your head like in previous Battlefield games to display whether you have ammo, healing, or launchers. And if I remember correctly, I don't believe these icons appeared above players that were outside of your own squad. That said, with the current state of the UI, I would argue it's not as clear as it has been in previous titles, but this can be improved on later in patches. I do also want to note that the ammo support icon appeared above one of my friends despite him changing to the repair tool, which I feel should be more of an engineer icon, as when I yelled at him to give me ammo, he yelled back at me that he didn't have any ammo. Again, this is probably just something funky with the beta, and it's probably going to be fixed by launch. So it's not as bad as I initially thought. Okay, back to the rest of the video. Take the same scenario in Battlefield 5, however, and I can quickly and easily see who I need to teabag near and spam "I need ammo" to get a quick restock. It is plain as day who my dealer is, and we can complete our transaction quickly and clearly. This is good. 2042? The experience is less clear, especially with the lack of the calm wheel, which I have to imagine will be present in the full game. And again, as I said just a second ago, after playing with friends, this complaint isn't as valid, and it's really more of a UI issue than a squad play issue. Another point that I touched on earlier, I've seen several people post about this as well online. Specialists in identifying friendly teammates versus enemies. Having a set pool of characters with no distinguishable differences between the models used on your team and the opponents really drags the experience down. I personally think this comment sums it up perfectly. Having 128 clones of the same 2 meta characters is going to get old really quickly. No offense to the devs, but their team doesn't have the capability of balancing something like this. Not a stellar track record. Look, I get you want to monetize the shit out of your game, EA, but come on. This was such short-sighted play at following trends that I think it will hurt the reputation of the series more than it will line your pockets with good boy points from basement-dwelling gamer whales. If you want to keep pumping those bad boys for gamer bucks, just go in on cosmetics like you did in Battlefield 5 and don't water down your squad play formula that's been cultivated over the years, as well as ship a weak theme for these non-pats or whatever you're calling them, and just create clear defined factions that are easily distinguishable when you're actually in the game. For me, I had very little issues with performance. This was not the case for everyone, with issues cropping up even within my small social group. My buddy did actually have some issues with his ADS and shots cutting in and out, as if the game wasn't registering that he was holding down his mouse buttons. This resulted in an unplayable experience for him, where he would sight in, halfway sight back out, go not quite back all the way in to ADS, and repeat. On top of that, his full auto fire would come out in sporadic bursts of like 2 to 5 bullets at a time, rather than being full auto when holding down the fire button. We couldn't find a surefire fix for this issue, so I'm chalking it up to something in the beta build, just not playing right with something in his computer's configuration. The workaround he chose was to permanently snipe or DMR, as it seemed to really only crop up on fully automatic weapons. DICE have said this build is supposedly several months old already, and that they fixed several issues that people are pointing out already. Take that for whatever it's worth. That said, I'll give the overall experience a passing grade. The game worked for me and ran well enough, and I got some enjoyment out of it. The game is playable, even if it's not quite what I wanted. This is where I'll ask you to let me know what you experienced in the comments. Did you have an overall good time like me? Or did it crash and burn? Let me know. Lastly, my closing thoughts on the game. To tie it all together, I think there's a good, fun game here somewhere amongst the jank and questionable changes. I really believe this, especially after having the chance to squad up with friends. The team play that came out when we were actually working to coordinate a point capture proved this to me. I'll let the clips speak for themselves, then wrap this video up afterwards. Force them.
Throw another sensor, I don't know what it does.
Oh, we have a tank. Oh, I'm behind them. If this guy doesn't fucking die, holy shit. There we go, headshot. No fucking problem. Woo!
I think that's all.
Double kill, headshot. Let's get some
out
asses
on the other
objective.
side where we were coming from. 3 up the hill above us now.
Ooh, man. Got a fucking flip rat shot. Control shift S. I gotta get some muscle memory on that keybind going.
Okay, I think the hill is clear.
Cool. Yeah, we're not
coming over you. Oh, back in that hill by the containers, that small one. I'm marking him now.
Got one of them.
There's 2 more.
Good spots.
Ooh, headshot. Nice.
One more.
Whoa, coming in hot. Look out. We got choppers on us.
Got him.
Ooh, high
Good
five
shit.
on Boop Waffle.
Oh, containers. There's one coming down the hill. 3 total by containers.
Headshot. Got one of them.
Containers are hard ones to hit.
I need some ammo. The helicopter's fucking working me right now.
I've got free fire
Got
rockets.
people
I'll
behind
try.
me.
Damn it. We got a tornado.
Woo! Got him with the last round in my whole fucking my whole stock. Like,
Oh, fuck. Sniper on the hill got me.
People coming down the back of our hill, too.
damn, I have no ammo.
There's so
There we
many
go.
people.
Ammo crate.
Oh my goodness.
Go get C.
I think the tornadoes ran on it.
Oh, cool. Haven't tried this yet. Woo, I'm just running right in. Pick me up. Okay, no,
sniper.
back on the ground. If you get close to a wall, you can stay down. I'm like right in it.
I'm gonna get in between these 2 containers. It totally won't pick them up, right?
Maybe. Hopefully not for you. Damn it, I got shot in the back of the head.
Oh, it's kind of ominous. It's getting louder. Is it coming right up towards me? I think so. Oh, shit. Okay, it just might just...
Did it pick you up?
No, not yet.
Nice.
I wonder if it affects rocket trajectories. No, just went straight through it.
That'd be pretty next level, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Chuck
How
a
long
rocket
would it
in
be?
there.
Yeah, how long would it be until we were getting curve the rocket around the storm to down the helicopter clips
That would be pretty badass.
on YouTube?
Guys parachuting in from the storm, guys running up from the water.
Yeah. Got one of the guys from the water. Motion sensor out by the water.
Yeah, I think we're clear.
Oh, parachutist. He's dead. Cool. We still have one contesting. Oh no, just kidding. No, he's still here. Somewhere.
He's tip top of the tower.
Yeah, I just threw motion sensor down.
Headshot, he's dead.
You got
Nice.
it? Good shit.
Hell yeah. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm just gonna become a master sniper.
Hey, you guys
because I
wanna
can't
hop
use
in
any...
my truck?
Yeah,
Roll
I'm
with me.
down. Oh
party
shit.
truck.
Helicopter. Apache helicopter. Oh dude. Jeff.
Chopper.
Motherfucking Ford Ranger?
No, it's a Rivian,
Down,
bro.
Oh.
Let's fucking go. Where do we actually need to go? F. Let's go to F.
Motherfucking
We gotta end this game here in like the next 5 or
burn.
4 minutes.
They only have 200 tickets. We can do it.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, bud.
If we get all...
Nice and
all
methodical, taking out C.
Yeah. I like that you actually have to play... Oh, shit. I like that you have to actually play the area for a while to gain control of it effectively.
That was a fun little spat we were into.
Yeah, it was. Right in the middle. Fucking go.
I'm about to go down and cook.
High five. I got ammo in the building. Oh, just kidding. It's not ready yet. Mikey's got it, though. Mikey's on point.
Hell yeah.
Use.
There's your 5 XP, bro.
Thanks.
Squad leader mark the objective. Oh, I'm dead. Good shot
Yeah.
on that guy. Running the DM7, huh?
Oh, I just picked up your gun.
Awkward.
Well,
Yeah, I like the DMR.
yeah. Hey, I think I hit you. Not sure if I did.
Okay. Does F1 give us all of F?
Yeah.
This is their spawn objective, isn't it? Or their home objective?
Yeah, if they're US, it should be, yeah.
Oh! Hit!
We're
Helicopter.
good. Oh, there's a fucking tank out there.
Oh,
Hell yeah, let's do it.
yeah.
Woo! Stay away from the edges there, fellas.
Stay away from the wall.
So I noticed that this frame of a building is holding up pretty well, so I wonder if there is a point where it will collapse completely.
Probably
And
not.
if it,
I feel like
if it takes a while coming for you.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is pretty convenient that only the frame.
I don't think they fully go
staying
down.
up.
Oh, thanks. Oh, that tank's on fire. This should do it. Yeah. It's gone.
Nice.
Okay.
40 tickets. Come on, guys. Just lose it.
Damn it, I picked up someone's gun. I want my kit.
You guys want to hop this truck and go to E for shits and gigs, or do you want to stay here?
I'm down for whatever.
Well, I'm in a
Why
truck.
is the truck still here?
E. Behind you.
I ride shotgun.
Oh!
We won anyways.
Ah!
Never
Oh,
die.
that is funny. Oh,
Saved by the game.
yes.
Go. There you go.
Woo!
First match of the day. Not it. But
Oh, what did I actually end up at there? I was in vehicles quite a bit of the time, and on foot, and we were doing pretty good. And then on foot, we had a couple of tears, man. That was awesome.
oh yeah,
That's
that
Good run.
that last little bit whenever y'all joined the ground fight. I don't know what it was, but everyone showed up. Enemy team, our
Yeah, it was-
team.
There was
It
a
was-
lot of people. I think I got some good clips, and honestly, the drone was clutch, dude, because there were so many spots,
yeah.
but we were able to actually play it out because we could see where they were. Dude, I can't even tell you how many people I instantly laser beamed and just like headshotted off their spots because they're in true, old school Battlefield fashion, like an actual dot over the head that cruises around with them
Yeah. I'm
instead
glad it
of
was
like
useful.
the area
Felt
paint.
good to just be able to help out and spot all and then try and pop off and shoot
Yeah.
a few.
It seemed effective, man. Like it was good. I would guess with how having so many people, the size of the engagements, it is actually going to be something that's useful because you will get at these 12-on-12 skirmishes all of a sudden.
With performance improvements and a more complete arsenal of weapons and varied maps, I think the game itself will be fun, but certainly not one of the best Battlefield games to come out. Who knows, maybe Portal and Hazard Zone will change that though, and recapture more of what made the series great to begin with. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please do consider subscribing and liking the video. If you didn't like it, fair enough. I don't think I do either. Leave a dislike and tell me to fuck off in the comments below. See you all next time.
Well, this is no fun at all. Time to jam. Not my favorite feature of the beta.